The sound of a single gunshot rips through a Philadelphia neighborhood. A young mother is gunned down in her bedroom, execution style.
Do you think your granddaughter witnessed her mother being shot?
Yes, I do.
Stephanie Duskowski's 2-year-old daughter is sitting unharmed, just feet away from her mother's dead body. It's a night that will be seared in Stephen Duskowski's mind forever.
My niece told me Stephanie was shot. She was murdered.
Stephen, a devoted single dad, arrives home to find the place swarming with cops.
We had to wait a good half hour, say 40 minutes, before I could talk to any the police or the detectives that were there that night.
But the grim reality would be revealed right before his eyes.
Nothing really clicked in my head until after I seen the police bring my daughter's body out in a body bag and put her in the back of the wagon.
Who would want Stephanie dead, and why? Could it be this mystery man? By all accounts, the young mother was loved by everyone in Port Richmond, a tight-knit working-class neighborhood of Philly. The pretty brunette got pregnant when she was still in high school. At the time of her death, Stephanie was only 22.
What kind of a person was Stephanie?
She was caring, loving. Her heart was so big. As big as those eyes she had. It's crazy.
That's Sean Sadonizak, Stephanie's boyfriend and father of her baby. The two were high school sweethearts.
How would you describe your love for Stephanie?
My love for Stephanie was pure. It was everything I could ask for in a female.
After their daughter Clarissa was born, Sean moved in with Stephanie and her dad. The new parents showered their baby girl with love.
Happy birthday, dear Rissa! Happy birthday to you!
But it wasn't always a celebration at the house, as tensions soon started building.
So baby Clarissa comes home, and you actually invite Sean to live with you.
Technically, no. He kind of moved his way in.
After 2 years, it was time for the young family to get a place of their own. Everything was on track until a single bullet destroyed those dreams. It was 10:30 p.m. According to Sean, Stephanie was making spaghetti in the kitchen. Clarissa was watching a video. And Sean went to the neighborhood mini mart to pick up some milk and iced tea.
When you left, did you lock the door?
No, I did not.
You're gone for how long?
10 minutes tops. I got a phone call from a neighbor. He's saying that they heard a loud pop and someone ran out my house.
When Sean returns to the house, Stephanie and the baby are not in the kitchen. He climbs the stairs to the bedroom and finds a strange sight. His 2-year-old daughter is sitting alone on the bed. Stephanie is nowhere to be found.
So when I see my daughter, I asked, Steph ain't answering me. I'm wondering, what's happening. When I walked to the end of the bed, she was just laying there. I went crazy. I called the cops, ran down the steps, and ran straight to Ree's house. Started banging on the door, told them they killed Steph.
A close friend known as Aunt Ree, who lives a few doors down, opened the door to find Sean hysterical.
He was screaming. He was on the phone with 911 at the same time. But I couldn't understand him. I was trying to get him to calm down, and all I heard him say is, "Stephanie shot." So myself and my niece ran up into the house, and we found her up in the front room.
Oh my gosh, what did you see when you went inside?
She wasn't even laying all the way down. She was stooped partially down in front of the one window, and there was just blood everywhere. She was already gone.
Homicide investigators descend on the house, recovering ballistics and other physical evidence from the scene. But curiously, they find that nothing was taken from the home, and there were no fingerprints.
Have you been able to determine a motive or have come to any kind of conclusion as to who would want Stephanie dead?
As of yet, we have not determined a motive. Everyone that we spoke with was unable to give any information or inkling about why anyone would want to harm her.
Since the shooting took place in the home, there were no eyewitnesses other than the baby. The case has detectives stumped, but Stephen says There's no mystery here. He's convinced the person who had his hand in his daughter's murder is none other than Stephanie's boyfriend, Sean.
Why do you think Sean would have a motive in any way to be involved with the death of your daughter?
My theory is she was murdered because she was planning on leaving Sean. And I don't think he was too happy about it.
Do you think he was the triggerman?
No, but he had something to do with it. He's the reason why my daughter's dead. Until they can prove me wrong, I'm not going to look at it any other way.
Sean has never been charged in any way with Stephanie's death, but her stepmom and aunt tell Crime Watch Daily they also have their suspicions.
What are your theories as to what may have happened?
We both agree. We feel Sean had a part in it.
Why do you say that?
Because he's good at covering up.
Is it safe to say there is some animosity with you and Stephanie's dad?
Yes.
Do you think he blames you for Stephanie's death?
I know he blames me. In the beginning when it all happened, I was going everywhere with them. We went to see her in the morgue together. We went and planned her funeral together. And then out of nowhere, tables just turned and now he don't even speak to me.
Sean has reportedly been cooperative with police. After the murder, investigators took him to the station where he was questioned for about 30 hours.
I wanted to tell him everything I knew and everything.
But you could have not answered their questions and lawyered up, correct?
Correct. But that's not the right thing to do because that would have made me more of a suspect than they were already trying to tell me I am.
And if Philadelphia police came to you and said, Sean, we want you to take a polygraph, would you take one?
Right now. I will do it 100%.
The pictures of Stephanie and her adorable daughter still linger on this door. This is the row house where she was living on the night of her murder. Philadelphia police tell me they have retrieved a number of surveillance images from this particular block on that night, and now they're releasing some of those to the public.
This is surveillance video, time-stamped minutes after police say the murder occurred. In it, you can see a man coolly walking away from the scene of the crime. He appears to be muscular with no visible tattoos, wearing a backpack, but as of now, nobody knows who he is.
Does this person look familiar to you in any way?
Not from here.
Any idea who this person could be? Any idea at all?
I wish I could tell you, man. Wish I could.
Cops are hoping someone can identify the man on the video and need your help. As the family struggles for answers, the reality of Stephanie's tragic and mysterious end leaves a family ripped apart. It also leaves Clarissa without a mother.
When we go to the cemetery to see her, she'll go, I get emotional when I go there. She always puts her arm around my shoulders, goes, why are you crying, Pop? I said, because I'm upset because Mommy's not here. And then she'll go, I love you, Mommy, and kiss her picture.
And a young dad faced with the daunting task of raising his daughter alone wants justice.
Why do you feel it's important to be a voice for Stephanie?
Because she deserves justice. If she can't be here on this earth, where she deserves to be with her little girl, she at least deserves justice.
It's time for our Crime Watch Daily viewers to band together and try to help solve this case. If you have any information on Stephanie's murder, please call the Philadelphia Police tip line at 215-686-8477 or text a tip to PPD TIP.